Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
Hello everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and a proud contributor of the African Diaspora News Channel and the African Diaspora News Insider. If you could please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So the other day as I was going through my timeline on Facebook, I saw that Shaun King had posted a story, and this story came from Ken Armstrong, who is a reporter at ProPublica. And he highlighted a story that came out of Tennessee, Rutherford County to be exact. And I want to read it to you exactly how he posted it on his Twitter. 3 police officers went to an elementary school in Tennessee and arrested 4 black girls. 1 girl fell to her knees, another threw up. Police handcuffed the youngest, an 8-year-old with pigtails. Their supposed crime, watching some boys fight and not stopping them. The police wound up arresting 11 kids in total using a charge called criminal responsibility. The arrest created outrage. State lawmakers called the case unconscionable, inexcusable, insane. So how did this happen? These arrests took place in Rutherford County, which had been illegally jailing kids for years, all under the watch of Judge Donna Scott Davenport. Donna Scott Davenport is the only elected juvenile court judge in the county has ever had. She oversees the courts. She oversees the juvenile jail. She directed police on what she called our process for arresting children. In this deposition, a lawyer asked Davenport about taking the bar exam. In her 9 years and 5 attempts to pass, so actually it took her in 9 years, 5 attempts to pass. 3 years after she got her license, her law license, she was on the bench. Under Davenport, Rutherford County locked up a staggering 48% of children whose cases were referred to juvenile court. The statewide average was 5%. This graphic shows detention rates for juvenile courts in Tennessee. Rutherford County is on the far right. The police officer who investigated the fight was Crystal Templeton. She wanted to charge every kid who watched. She believed charging them was helping them. By the time of this investigation, Templeton had been disciplined at least 37 times, her personnel file shows. One commissioner who used to work in a post office came up with the charge of criminal responsibility for conduct of another. The problem? There's no such charge. These kids were charged with a crime that doesn't exist. Of the 11 kids arrested in this case, 4 wound up being jailed under the filter system. The filter system was illegal, yet it was written into the jail standard operating procedures for 9 years. All right, and so that was the account, shortened by Ken Armstrong. And so basically, Judge Davenport is a horrible person, and it is said that she is still on the bench. Now, remember, he also said that she is the only elected juvenile judge. Now, the key word is elected. That judge is elected, and so why are we, and I'm just saying in general, people who live there, allowing her to remain on the bench? Now, it is said that the African-American population there in Rutherford County is about 15%. That is enough, I would think, to maybe sway an election one way or the other. But the problem with us as Black people is we're only focused on the national elections, right? We don't really show up to the local and state elections like we do for the national elections. And so these judges, time and time again, get on the bench and they harm our children. And so those people there in Rutherford County, Tennessee, need to be aware of what's going on and get her ass off the bench, okay? And, the crazy part is a lot of people probably didn't know. Now I should also say That incident that I just read took place in 2016, and the parents of those 11 students did sue, and they settled out of court for what was done to their children. But again, as I said, that monster is still sitting on the bench. A lot of people expressed public outcry once, they heard about this recently. But yeah, she needs to go, plain and simple. And I believe her and that officer, Templeton, they need to be brought up on criminal charges for jailing Black children, Black babies. And they even said at one point in time, the youngest was 6 years old. All right, y'all. So for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace. Hello, everyone. Please make sure you subscribe to the African Diaspora News Channel app on these platforms.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.